homesteading, and I just wanted to share with you today something crazy that's been going on. The ants, I don't know if you guys have any ideas or any ways to get rid of them, but I'll show you real quick. I went to water my plants and they're crazy. So do you see all those little millions of ants swarming all over the place? Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. I get them inside the trailer, inside the plants, everywhere. They're just on the ground. They're a nuisance, and I just was hoping that somebody out there knows what to do. The boric acid trick with the sugar did not work. They kind of ignored it. A few of them took it, but for the most part, nothing I'm doing is seeming to take care of them. So yeah, if you guys could give me any advice on that. But other than that, the zucchini squash, they might bear fruit. I hope they will. I have a really big problem with root borers. I try to cut them out. That's another issue I'm dealing with. You can see all that, like the stuff right there that looks kind of like, I guess, sawdust. That's their poo. And yeah, but on the brighter note, some of my other plants are doing good. I got aloe vera, it's really healthy now. The peppers, my goodness, the peppers are pretty nice. Pretty good sized peppers, look like they're gonna bear fruit. This guy, I'm not quite so sure with him, but that'd be cool if I could get some bell peppers too. And this is another one that I'm really impressed with, is the basil. It is just healthy as can be, and definitely having a lot of success with that. And my mint, oh my goodness, the mint's doing excellent, and I've been eating this constantly. I've propagated several pieces of it, and it just is like an endless supply. And the carrots here, they're still little and bitty, but who knows, here sometime soon I might be able to actually have my own little carrots. And right here, I'm sprouting some lentils. Yes, not necessarily to eat, to grow, because there's some toxic chemical that is in lentil sprouts and a bunch of other types of beans. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I still might eat a few, but for the most part, because they are really healthy other than that. But yeah, I'm not gonna be growing sprouts to eat because there's too many risk factors to that. But yeah, other than that, there's a couple things I'll show you inside. There's the ants problem. I do not know what to do. I even actually resorted to using, not on the plants, but around them, actual pesticides, and that killed a whole lot of them. But as you can see, they just return in more numbers than there were before, so yeah, don't know what to do about that. The hydroponic system, I think I need to clean out the water because I had a couple failed experiments that kind of made the water a little bit mucky. But here's some of the mint I'm propagating. Got nice big roots, but it's not really hard to propagate mint. But you can see that little. Can you see it on YouTube? There's that little white dot around the sides. Those are roots on my pineapple. And also, the avocado is doing pretty good too. He's cracked open. I don't think you can see it right now. I'll wait until it gets a little bit bigger, but I mean open more. But there's a little bitty root inside of that in the sprout. So that's some of the stuff I've been up to. Hello, here's another, some more experiments that I'm doing. This right here is a pepper, one of those 3 that were outside. I decided to move him in here and see if he does better. So far I haven't noticed any difference at all. I mean, he still looks the exact same, but it's only been like 3 days now. And this right here, not the prettiest thing in the world, but hey, it's keeping him nice and healthy. And that's my tomato plant. Don't know why the other one died, but I think it has to do with the soil that it was in, or maybe the swarm of ants that lived in it, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, here's the tomato. He's doing really healthy. Trying to think what else to tell you guys. Go ahead and do a little spray down, and I could also show you guys the little worms. There's 2 experiments, neither of which obviously don't look that pretty, but the one to the left is the worms, if you remember the 3-tiered system, and the one to the right is actually me trying to grow mushrooms. I don't really know how well the mushrooms is going to turn out. They're just the white button mushrooms, but mushrooms are supposed to be kept when you're growing them between, I think it was 50 to 80 degrees, but there was also another thing that said they grow better between 55 and 65 degrees, and my trailer barely gets under 80, it's always around 80, so, and that is even with the air conditioner on, so I hope they grow. It's kind of pushing right at the edge, but yeah, if you watch some YouTube videos, they say about 50 to 80 degrees, but if you also just type it in on Google, Google says 55 to 65 or something like that. But anyway, let's stop nagging and get started. Obviously there's not going to be any worms in the top, but wait, let me get a flashlight. Okay, back with the flashlight. The moat is doing great. There hasn't been any ants in either one of these because I have a brick in this. It's the same pot with the brick underneath it and water. So it's just no ants can get to the soil to make a nest in. But here we go. Making sure. Sometimes the worms like to hang out on the bottom. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there's one right there, right above the cardboard, that little line. That is a worm. Let's see if we dig a little bit more. If we dig a little bit deeper now, let's see what else we can uncover. Negotiate with the tablet they can get in, so I'm sorry. Okay, I got things a little bit more situated, so let's see what we can find. Oh, there's a worm right here. Goodness, it is really hard to do this with an iPad. Really hard. There he is. And I don't have 4 hands, so I can't do the flashlight and that at once, but just trying to dig. Yeah, there's a few in there. I don't know if you can see them that well. I need to think of a better method to do this because you kind of need to do it immediately because, oh no, the flashlights, there we go. Because the worms, when I uncover them, they go in within a couple of seconds back in the dirt. And so, makes it where you can't really see them. There's one right here. I don't know if that's the guy you seen earlier, but, and Anyway, I'll figure out a different method to show you guys, because this is just too hard. A big old bulky iPad holding a flashlight and trying to dig through the soil to find worms that disappear in a couple seconds is just not something I'm having fun with right now. So, okay, so when it comes to the mushrooms, I just pretty much, if it works, I will do it again and then show you guys. Right now, because the temperature and stuff, I'm not gonna go through everything I did, especially if it doesn't work. But if it does work, I am gonna go through everything and show you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Blessed Homesteading. And I am Bradley, as you already know. And please like, subscribe, and goodbye.